It is better to offer no excuse than a bad one. It is better to be alone than in bad company. If freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led, like sheep to the slaughter. Be courteous to all, but intimate with few, and let those few be well tried before you give them your confidence. True friendship is a plant of slow growth and must undergo and withstand the shocks of adversity before it is entitled to appellation. In politics as in philosophy, my tenets are few and simple. The leading one of which, and indeed that which embraces most others, is to be honest and just ourselves and to exact it from others, meddling as little as possible in their affairs where our own are not involved. Human happiness and moral duty are inseparably connected. 99% of failures come from people who make excuses. Few men have virtue to withstand the highest bidder. Worry is the interest paid by those who borrow trouble. The turning points of lives are not the great moments. The real crises are often concealed in occurrences so trivial in appearance that they pass unobserved. I hope I shall possess firmness and virtue enough to maintain what I consider the most enviable of all titles, the character of an honest man. Labor to keep alive in your breast that little spark of celestial fire called conscience. Perseverance and spirit have done wonders in all ages. A sensible woman can never be happy with a fool. Happiness depends more upon the internal frame of a person's own mind than on the externals in the world. I conceive a knowledge of books is the basis upon which other knowledge is to be built. Paper money has had the effect in your state that it will ever have to ruin commerce, oppress the honest, and open the door to every species of fraud and injustice. Real men despise battle, but will never run from it. To persevere in one's duty and be silent is the best answer to calumny. Discipline is the soul of an army. It makes small numbers formidable, procures success to the weak, and esteem to all. Let your heart feel for the afflictions and distress of everyone. We should not look back unless it is to derive useful lessons from past errors, and for the purpose of profiting by dearly bought experience. Be not glad at the misfortune of another, though he may be your enemy. I'll die on my feet before I'll live on my knees. Strive not with your superiors in argument, but always submit your judgment to others with modesty. Individuals entering into society must give up a share of liberty to preserve the rest. A slender acquaintance with the world must convince every man that actions, not words, are the true criterion of the attachment of friends. Wherein you reprove another, be unblameable yourself, for example is more prevalent than precepts. Speak not evil of the absent, for it is unjust. Show not yourself glad at the misfortune of another, though he were your enemy. Speak not injurious words, neither in jest nor earnest. Scoff at none, although they give occasion. Be not hasty to believe flying reports to the disparagement of any. It's good to live alone than to live in a bad company. Every post is honorable in which a man can serve his country. Do not conceive that fine clothes make fine men, any more than fine feathers make fine birds. A plain genteel dress is more admired, and obtains more credit than lace and embroidery in the eyes of the judicious and sensible. My manner of living is plain. I do not mean to be put out of it. Those who expect more will be disappointed, but no change will be effected by it. The only stipulations I shall contend for are, that in all things you shall do as you please. I will do the same, and that no ceremony may be used or any restraint be imposed on anyone. Good moral character is the first essential in a man. It is therefore highly important that you should endeavor not only to be learned but virtuous. When one side only of a story is heard and often repeated, the human mind becomes impressed with it insensibly. Rise early, that by habit it may become familiar, agreeable, healthy, and profitable. It is infinitely better to have a few good men than many indifferent ones. I die hard but am not afraid to go.